welcome to another sticker making video. Last time I showed you how to make your own sticker slash widget. This time we're gonna actually just take an image and remove the background because it's just an easier option depending on how you view it. So first we're gonna go back into our Sketchbook app, which is the app that I am using to create these stickers because it's free. Why not? So just discard the old image we have here, and we're gonna go online and look for an image that we select. Now keep in mind, I am using these just for my own personal use. I don't plan on selling these. I don't recommend selling them because they do have copyright issues. So I am choosing to use Cerberus from Card Captors. I don't know if any of you remember it. I used to love that series. Uh, Probably gonna go back and watch it if I can find it online somewhere. But there's a lot of cute little pictures of him. You can pretty much use any picture you'd like. There are some that are already technically PNGs. And you can go ahead and download your image once you've selected it. The only thing with the PNGs, like once you go in, since I use Samsung Note, you go in and you attach your image from your files. You can download it. Even though it is a PNG, you still get that like crisscross pattern or whatever background. So if you wanted to remove that, that's when we go back into our sketchbook and I'll show you how to remove that background. It's not that hard. You just go to download the image, download it into the sketchbook. Now, the first thing that I usually do is I outline the image or the character that I want. You don't technically have to do this. You can just use it with the eraser. But sometimes when you outline it, you kind of prevent yourself from erasing too much of the character. Instead, you just kind of erase parts of the black line, which makes it a little bit easier. So I just go in with one of my pen tools. I pick like a black color or marker or whatever. You could use any color you like. And I just kind of go over and outline the lines. And depending on how thick you want your line, you can adjust it. So here I'm just gonna go over and trace the image of Cerberus and just go over it lightly. Try to keep it within the pattern so you can kind of see where it is that you want to go. Now earlier, I don't know if you saw, but I did this has an option on the right hand side where you can remove the background. You can do that, but if I don't know if you noticed, but I'll show you again. Like once you remove the background, you can still see the checkered mark background on this one. So that's why I decided to kind of go in and manually trace Cerberus here, and you will see what I do. You basically just erase the background after this with the eraser tool, and you will see the difference when you actually remove the background. So this one did actually have like a watermark color. Like I said, some of these are copyright, so I just went in with the eyedrop tool and just copied the color of Cerberus and just kind of colored it in, as you can see. And as you move to different sections of the character, you're gonna use different shapes. It's just accordingly to how much you're trying to how thick you want it. So here you see what I mean. Like you still have that checkered pattern even though I removed the background. It's a little bit lighter, but if you copy it or save it as is, then it's still gonna come out with that checkered pattern. So once I do that, I just go in with the eraser tool. At first, I like to go back to the white background just so I can see where I'm erasing and I don't get confused. So I go back with the eraser tool. I first use the big eraser tool just so I could get most like just the outline of him around, and it'll be a little bit faster. And then I kind of, depending on the sections that I move in, I will adjust the eraser tool and just kind of get into all the details, like in between his legs, where the tail is, by his head, where his ears are at. And just if you take too much or erase it too much, you can always just use the undo tool and just kind of redo it again, just being a little bit more careful. And you just want to kind of go over, see him going around his ears, just kind of making it, shrinking the tool, the eraser tool, and just going around his wings. Let's see, the tighter the details, the smaller you have to do on the eraser. And it might take you a little bit longer to do those details, but It just makes your image or your sticker a little bit more crisper, in my opinion. So you kind of want to be careful. I mean, you see, yeah, I just made an eraser line across his face, but I just undo that and we are good to go. So just rechecking here. See, I missed a little bit on this tail. Let's go back in, erase that. And once you go and erase everything, and you think you're good to go. See, I removed the background once again, and now the checkered pattern has been removed. The one that you see now is the checkered pattern from Sketchbook, but you won't see that once you get in the sticker. So once again, you just save this image. I'm gonna rename this to Cerberus, just because that's his name, and I will know what to look for, just in case I get too many stickers eventually. So just go ahead and save that image. Now I will go back into my sketchbook to add it in so I can have it along with all my other stickers. Just attach it to the images, look for it from your files, and you will see the difference. And there it is. So you see now you don't have that checkered background. So even though the other file was a PNG, you still get the checkered background. There might be a way, or maybe on some other documents that it won't show up, but as far as like using it for stickers on my note, my Samsung Note or on OneNote, then it does come out. So that's why I kind of went into Sketchbook and removed the pattern. And there's another way to kind of do this, and I'll show you on another part just because I'm running out of time. But see, here you just copy and paste it to wherever you'd like, and you're done. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.